Good evening and welcome to the 2024 IPF World Sub-Junior and Junior Powerlifting Championships here in St. Paul's Bay, Malta. I'm Amelia Potter, and this evening for you we have the prime time sessions of the Junior 57 kilo women and the Junior 66 kilo men. Each flight will consist of 8 lifters, so we will fly through this. And just having a quick look on prognosis at what we have here, Joya Kerala, who was the previous 52 kilo junior world champion, has moved up a weight class, and her total has gone up quite a lot since nomination. So forecast is in first currently, but you can see the running order of the squats here. A huge opener from Caitlin Baxter of Great Britain, 28 kilos below the World Open squat record, so absolutely huge numbers we're seeing here, of course, with Decca and Kerala opening on 155, just below. Excited to see how that moves for them. Of course, a quick mention, as I said, the 66 kilo men will follow immediately after the women's squats. And we count down now into our first lifter. And the bar is loaded for Nicole Spini from Italy, opening on 137.5 kilos. Just as a reminder, we have had the first flight 57s lift this afternoon. But these are the athletes fighting for those podium positions. Lovely easy opener for Nicole and a good lift, 3 white lights.
From Singapore comes next, 140 kilos, bars loaded.
140 kilos for Chloe Tang from Singapore. Her first year as a junior. It's a personal best squat of 160.5. Had a phenomenal showing last year in the sub-juniors, but now she's in with the junior women. Wow, what an opener. 3 white lights, a good lift. She smiled as she was squatting, so you know she feels good. And to come from being a sub-junior straight into the juniors prime time just shows what a talented athlete she is. Giulia Grecci from Italy, 140 kilos. Her last year as a junior and has been competing for 5 years already. So this will be her last Junior World Championships. Definitely in contention for that podium position. There's a few girls in it that will be fighting for that place. Ooh, unfortunately that is a no lift for Grecci. Got called on depth from the centre and side referee, so have a look at that again on the replay. The depth we're looking for is the hip crease to be below the top of the knee joint. Parallel is not good enough, and the jury seem happy with that being the right call. So she'll have another shot at that on her second. Michelle Gurado from Mexico, opening on 142.5 kilos. Very comfortable looking opener, very powerful squatter, and a good lift. One 147.5 kilos for Emily Olin from Sweden. has a personal best of 153 kilos. What I imagine to be a Swedish junior record. Very strong looking attempt there. Emily on nominations in third place, but a bit of a shake-up with the openers, and people have been jumped around. One being Joya Kairala from Lebanon, who was on nominations in 7th place, currently in lead on prognosis, of course. There is a lot of lifting to go. 155 kilos on the bar for Joya. Current reigning 52 kilo world champion in the juniors. Actually, her teammate took that title earlier today. A little tough at the top there, but it was 7.5 kilos above her personal best. And a good lift. A little bit more work than you'd want your opener, but if she manages to grind through squats, she'll be in fine place for second and third. Current reigning champion in the 57s, Helena Mariella Decker from Germany, 155 kilos for her opening squat. Recently competed at the Open World Championships in Lithuania as a warm-up, let's say, to the Junior World Championships.
Auf geht's, Helena, auf geht's.
Very strong walkout there. Nice strong opener there from Decker, and a good lift. Lovely and deep there, no question about that. Our final opening attempt now is 160 kilos for Caitlin Baxter. This is a mammoth opening attempt. Like I said, 28 kilos below the world open record. Ready? 5 kilos below her personal best. Let's see how this moves. Slow but steady, looks good, and it is 3 white lights, and she's a definite threat for podium overall. Baxter also has a big bench press on her. That concludes our opening attempts, with all bar Gretchen managing to get a squat on the board, but she comes out now to re-attempt it. 142.5 kilos for Giulia Grecci from Italy. Just wasn't quite deep enough on her opener. Looking to retake it and sink it a little bit more now. Went up 2.5 kilos anyway. Definitely deeper there. It looks worlds better. And it is 3 white lights. She is on the board. Nicole Spinney from Italy now, 145 kilos. Strong showing from Team Italy here with 2 athletes in the prime time. Another strong contender for podium. That's a lovely second attempt. Plenty left in the tank, but unfortunately not quite deep enough, and it can't be contested. There are 3 red lights. There's one there. Perhaps the coach could have gone to the jury, but Let's have a look at that again. Yeah, that's really unfortunate because it's borderline. So she was just centimeters of it being okay. Michelle Guirado from Mexico now, 150 kilos. Second on nominations. It's 4.5 kilos below Decker. Another lovely second attempt there. 3 white lights, a good lift.
And bars loading for Glow Tan from Singapore.
152.5 kilos for Chloe Tang from Singapore. 12.5 kilo jump. Our opener was excellent. Wow, and so is a second, even with the bar going a little wonky on her back there.
Bars loading. This is her personal best attempt with 2 kilos.
Emily Olin from Sweden, 155 kilos. 7.5 kilo jump. Nominated in 3rd overall nominations. Currently in prognosis at 8th, but that is considering the whole B flight has already completed their lifting. Three white lights, a good lift.
From Lebanon comes next on bars loading. 157.5.
157.5 kilos for Joya Kairala from Lebanon. Like I said, her opener was a little trickier than perhaps she'd want it to be, which is perhaps why we're seeing a 2.5 kilo personal best. Sorry, a 2.5 kilo jump. She opened on her personal best. Great control over the bar. Unfortunately, couldn't get through that sticking point. Calms herself as she walks off of the platform. It's important at this stage to keep your head in the game. There are still 7 lifts to go and a big battle ahead. And it is close up at the top. Helena Mariella Decker won't go down without a fight, and here she comes for 162.5 kilos, only half a kilo below her squat PB. With her second attempt, this will move her into squat gold, ahead of all of the lifters in the B flight who have made 3 attempts. Ahead of Caitlin Baxter, who is yet to take her second attempt. Great fight from Decker there. 3 white lights, a good lift. Showed incredible patience through that. Imagine to see a 2.5 kilo jump there perhaps. She doesn't want to lose any kilos when fighting for that title. Our final second attempt now, Caitlin Baxter from Great Britain to move back into squat gold. 165 kilos for her second attempt. This is a huge squat. Very deep and still manages to push through it. 3 white lights, a good lift. Yeah, I think she squatted a little bit deeper than usual there, which normally can throw a lifter off. Actually looks about the same from that angle. And at the end of the second round of squats, Rojas Solis from the B group is still holding on to bronze. In silver, we have Decker from Germany with 162, and in gold on squat, Baxter from Great Britain with 165. We head into our third round of squats now. We have Nicole Spinney from Italy, 147.5 kilos. Missed 145 on her second. Looking to regain that and some kilos to stay in the fight for podium. She'll gain 10 extra kilos with this if she gets it. Wow. Fantastic effort, but unfortunately still not deep enough, which is such a shame. A bit of a risk moving up. She would have gained 10 kilos should she have got it. Big risk, big reward, but unfortunately did not pay off today. Still walks away with a 137.5 kilo total, but losing that 10 kilos may hurt her later down the line. Giulia Grecci, 150 kilos for her third and final attempt. Missed her opener on depth, went up 2.5 kilos and got it on her second. Now jumping 7.5 for her third and final attempt. This is 5 kilos under her best ever squat, so hopefully a weight she feels comfortable doing here on the podium, on the platform. Phenomenal third attempt from Grecci, but unfortunately, just like her opener, still not quite deep enough. Yeah, that's tough. Just on the line. Could have gone either way, but unfortunately with 3 reds, it can't be contested. 155 kilos for Michelle Guirado from Mexico. For a 2.5 kilo personal best. Strong contender here in the 57s. Every kilo is going to matter. The podium will probably look like the athletes who managed to get the most successful lifts. Manages to stand it up. Was it deep enough? It was. 3 white lights, a good lift. And we are flying through these third attempts with 5 lifts remaining before we head through to the 66 kilo A group. Joya Kairala from Lebanon missed 157.5 on her second. Looking to retake it here on her third to move into squat bronze for the time being, with Olin to follow with the same weight and a lighter body weight. It is a huge fight. Oh my goodness! I did not expect that. What a fight from Joya. 3 white lights, a good lift. And that's the kind of grit and determination it takes to be a world champion. Looking to move back into squat bronze ahead of Joya. Emily Olin from Sweden, 157.5 kilos. More than she's ever lifted before for the chance at a medal. What a fantastic third attempt and a good lift. Moves into squat bronze for the time being, with only Tang who could take that away from her. All she can do is sit and wait, but she won't have to wait for too long. 162.5 kilos for Chloe Tang of Singapore to move into squat bronze. A 10 kilo jump from her second. Both opener and second moved extremely smoothly. This is a 2 kilo PB should she make this. Ooh. Unfortunately, a no lift. I'm worried that the spotters may have taken that too early, but the center referee says the bar did drop. We'll have a look here at the replay, and so will the jury. Pushing through here. I think what the coach is trying to say is she does squat uneven, and that part of the bar is normally down, but for now, 165 kilos for Helena Mariella Decker to move from squat silver into gold ahead of Caitlin Baxter. For the time being on body weight, Caitlin Baxter weighing in at 57 kilos on the dot. 2.5 kilo jump. This will be a max effort lift for Decker. There it is, she fights through it. And again, no question of depth. 3 white lights, a good lift, and moves into squat gold. With only one athlete who could take that away from her. Those kilos are all going to come in handy when she's fighting for the title come deadlifts. One final squat here in the 57 kilo class. 170 kilos for Caitlin Baxter to move back into squat gold ahead of Decker. This is an enormous final attempt. Strong walkout for Caitlin there. She is pushing through it. Oh, unfortunately, not there today, but still walks away in squat silver with a huge 165 kilo squat. And a summary of the squats. Emily Olin from Sweden walking away with squat bronze with 157.5 kilos on body weight ahead of Joya and Maria Gabriela. In squat silver with 165 kilos, again losing out on body weight, Caitlin Baxter, and in squat gold, Helena Mariella Decker from Germany. We head straight through to the men's 66 kilo A group. And the bar is loaded for Samuel Kwan from Singapore, 185 kilos. This is 25 kilos below his best, so should be a comfortable weight for him. Yeah, and it looked comfortable. 3 white lights, a good lift. $190 kilos for Tuan Hien Tran from Canada. Has a big deadlift on him. Just fixing the rack height there. The clock will be restarted for Tran. opening 15 kilos below his best squat. Very comfortable looking opener there. And 2-1, a good lift. Gets a depth call from the far side referee, so we'll have a look at that in the replay.
210 kilos.
I think he should be okay with that. Sometimes lifters do struggle to get both hips down to the same level. Luca Bruzzesi from France, 210 kilos, opening just 5 kilos below his personal best. Very, very easy. A good lift, 3 white lights. Benedict Grant from Great Britain, opening on 222.5 kilos. Has a personal best of 236, which is a British junior record. Head coach Jason Cortman there. And that is such a tidy looking squat. 3 white lights, a good lift. Very technical squat there for Grant. Tristan Ho from Singapore, 225 kilos. Tristan is a huge bencher with an opener of 155 kilos, the heaviest opener the entire weight class. Definite podium threat. Clips the rack slightly, but steadies himself with getting the start command. Nice, comfortable opener there for Tristan, and a good lift. Again, a strong showing from Team Singapore with 2 Singaporean athletes in this flight. The B group competing this morning. 225 kilos for Diego Barquin from Uruguay. Opening 2.5 kilos above his personal best. This is Diego's last year as a junior. Three white lights, a good lift. Our penultimate opener, we have Ryukiro Kubota from Japan, 230 kilos, opening 15 kilos ahead of his squat PB. Another contender for podium and the title. Been told to re-rack there. The center referee wants him to stand up, more upright. Has 23 seconds to get that start command. Gets the start command this time round. 2-1, a good lift. Gets a depth call from the left side referee. The right side referee, you can see from this angle, the side that got the depth call is definitely on the line. It could go either way. The jury seemed content with that. Our final opener, belonging to Austin Nikolai from the United States of America, 235 kilos. Just as a reference point, the world junior squat record stands at 253. Just a quick look into his futures. Deadlift opener is 290 kilos. So nearing the junior and open deadlift record with his opener. Let's see how his squat moves. Lovely and smooth there for Austin. 3 white lights, a good lift. And that concludes our opening attempts, with Nikolai leading with 235 kilos, just behind Kubota from Japan with 230 and Barquin on bodyweight with 225. Samuel Kwan from Singapore jumps 10 kilos to 195. Still a little way off his best, so should still be comfortable.
Let's go, Samuel. Come on, man.
Three white lights, a good lift.
Once 200 kilos into his second attempt, the bar is loading. Tran from Canada.
200 kilos for Tuan Hien Tran from Canada. 10 kilo jump from his opener. Keeps position really well throughout that, and it is a good lift. A lot of power towards the top of the squat. Really pops out. 220 kilos for Luca Buzezzi from France, a 10 kilo jump. Extending his personal best by 5 kilos. Should he make this? And I'd be surprised if he doesn't. His opener was extremely easy. "20 years old and fresh into the sport, only 2 years competitive experience." Still moving really well there. No question on depth. And a good lift. Let's have a look at that again. Yeah, lovely indeed. Tristan Ho from Singapore, 232.5 kilos. A lot of lifters taking similar weights for their second attempt, so this will move him into squat silver for the time being with 232.5 kilos, landing him just 2 kilos below his personal best, what I imagine to be a Singaporean national record. Really lovely fight there. 3 white lights, a good lift. Maintains his position really well, which means he can fight through those more difficult squats. You'll be able to see here, slows down but keeps his position really nicely. Perhaps moving towards his top end though. 232.5 kilos for Benedict Grant of Great Britain. Taking the same weight at a lighter body weight. So this will move him into squat silver for the time being, with Barkwin to follow. Again, such a nice looking squat, a good lift. And moves into squat silver for the time being. I'd imagine to see a 7.5 to 10 kilo jump there. I think either of those would be completely justifiable. 235 kilos for Diego Barquin from Uruguay to move into squat gold. And that'll be from 5th on squat, so just to show how close this squat battle is. Fantastic effort from Diego and a good lift. Ryuichiro Kubota from Japan jumps 10 kilos to 240 to move him into squat gold, with only Nikolai to follow. Had trouble getting the start command on his first squat. Gets it first time round this time. Unfortunately, not there, and that is troubling because he is a contender for that overall podium. And potentially losing out on 10 plus kilos here might hurt him. And it looks like he just ran out of steam. Austin Nikolai from the United States jumps 15 kilos to 250, landing him just 3 kilos below the World Junior squat record. Only one place to go from here if this is successful.
Come on, man, it's yours.
Oh, and it looks good. I can only imagine another 3.5 kilos is in him. 3 white lights, a good lift. Perhaps we'll see Nikolai chasing a couple different world records today. We'll have to wait and see as we head into the third round of squats now. Kicking us off, we have Samuel Kwan from Singapore with 200 kilos. A weight he's done before and can hopefully do again here on the international platform.
Let's go, Samuel. It's yours. Come on.
Interestingly, he takes quite a wide stance to stand the bar up. Great catch from the spotters and loaders there. Too much for today.
First 2 attempts. One minute on. From Canada. Bar is loaded.
205 kilos for Tuan Hien Tran from Canada.
Let's go, man.
This would match his personal best.
Personal best. Let's go, Tran.
A phenomenal fight from Tran. Squat form did not break down whatsoever, and 2-1, a good lift. Does get a depth call from that center referee. The side referees seem happy, which usually indicates it was deep enough. Looks okay to me. The jury will look at it, but they seem happy that it is deep enough as well.
The bar is loaded.
225 kilos for Leo Luca Bruzzesi from France. This would give him another 5 kilos on his total. Just a bit too much today. Still walks away with a 220 squat, which was a personal best for Bruzzesi.
Singapore. 235. That bar is loaded.
235 kilos for Tristan Ho from Singapore. 2.5 kilo jump to move him into squat bronze for the time being, with Kubota, Grant and Barkwin to follow. Confident walk out there for Ho. Big brace. Oh, and a phenomenal grind. 3 white lights and a good lift. Taking home a new Singaporean national record to boot.
240 kilos. This is the middle attempt on squat. Bar is loaded.
4 squats remaining to determine who walks away with what medal in squats. Ryuichiro Kubota from Japan retaking 240 kilos to get those 10 extra kilos on his total. He's fighting for podium overall, but also to move him into squat silver. He weighed 66 kilos on the dot, so he won't have body weight over anybody. No, just too much for today. As a no lift. Diego Barquin from Uruguay, 240 kilos, currently sat in squat silver, only to be potentially taken away by Grant. This also gives him 5 extra kilos in his total. Not today, unfortunately. Still stands in silver position on squats for the time being. Has secured himself at least a bronze. Bar is loaded for Benedict Grant from Great Britain. Currently ranked 4th in squat. This would move him to squat silver, a 10-kilo jump. As I said before, completely justifiable based on how his second moved. 242.5 kilos for his third and final attempt. And for a squat medal.
Let's go, Ben. Come on, man, you got it. Everything now.
15 seconds left on the clock. Oh, and it is phenomenal. Moved just as well as his second. 3 white lights, a good lift, a new PB, and a silver squat medal. We have 1 squat remaining, and I couldn't tell you why they didn't take the chip, but Austin Nikolai from the United States of America coming out for 257.5, half a kilo below his squat PB for a new World Junior squat record. Big final attempt here for Austin. To extend the current junior squat record by 4.5 kilos. A perfect third attempt from Austin Nikolai. 3 white lights, a good lift, a new World Junior squat record, and on his way to build a big, big total. And that concludes our squats for the 66s. In squat bronze, Diego Barquin from Uruguay with 235 kilos. Squat silver, Benedict Grant from Great Britain with 242.5 kilos. And with a new World Junior squat record with 257.5 kilos, Austin Nikolai from the United States of America. We're going to be heading into a 10-minute break now before bench press, so don't go anywhere and we will see you then. Hello and welcome back to the 2024 IPF World Sub-Junior and Junior Powerlifting Championships here in St. Paul's Bay, Malta. I'm Amelia Potter, and this evening for you we have the 57 and 66 kilo prime time sessions. Quick summary of squats here. Emily Olin from Sweden walked away with squat bronze with a huge 157.5 on bodyweight ahead of Kairala and Rojas Solis. In silver with 165, just missing out on gold on bodyweight, Caitlin Baxter from Great Britain and Decker from Germany walking away with squat gold. It's a tight battle for podium here in the 57s. So we head into bench press to see who can add some more kilos to their total here. Chloe Tang from Singapore opening on 67.5 kilos. Yeah, that was so easy, barely registered. A good lift. And still has only been competing for 1 year, so I have no idea where her ceiling of strength is. Already in the prime time in the juniors as a 19-year-old. $80 kilos in the bar for Giulia Grecci from Italy, opening 2.5 kilos below her personal best. Unlike Tang, Grecci is aging out after this year and will be an open lifter. Very smooth, 3 white lights. Nicole Spinney, who seems to be walking onto the platform with a bit of a limp, perhaps experiencing some back cramps during warm-ups. Opening on 80 kilos, has a personal best of 96.5, and I see her opener has changed here, so perhaps has dropped it due to whatever issue she's dealing with. Three white lights. Yeah, you can tell she's uncomfortable getting up off of that bench. I think it must be something to do with her back. I hope she's okay and it doesn't hinder her for deadlifts either. But gets that bench on the board. Michelle Guirado from Mexico, 90 kilos. Strong contender for podium overall. Be fighting with Caitlin Baxter for that position. Lovely easy opener and a good lift. Helena Mariella Decker from Germany opening on 95 kilos. Has a personal best of 100 kilos. Lovely opener from Helena and a good lift. Not only is she going to be chasing Joya for the world title, she's going to have to still look behind her at Guirado and Baxter, because they're going to really be putting the pressure on. Now nominated with a 97.5 kilo bench, Joya Karala of Lebanon is opening with 100 kilos. Moving up a weight class certainly does help in putting some kilos on your total. Three white lights, a good lift.
102.5 kilos for 2 attempts on rope. Baxter comes first, following follows. Thomas loaded. Caitlin Baxter, Great Britain.
102.5 kilos for Caitlin Baxter of Great Britain, opening 5 kilos below her bench press PB. Walked away with squat silver and is going to be fighting for a bench medal as well, it seems. Our penultimate opener, opening just before Olin, who takes the same weight at a slightly lighter body weight. Wow, and that was so fast. Blink and you miss it. 3 white lights. Let's have a look at that again. It'll be interesting to see how Olin's moves in comparison, both taking the same weight. Here is Emily Olin of Sweden, also 5 kilos below her best. Of course, Team Sweden have the advantage of seeing what Baxter puts on the bar. Very heavy touch to the chest there. 3 white lights, a good lift, moves really nicely. Imagine adopted that heavy touch to reach elbow depth. And that concludes our opening attempts, with Olin leading over Baxter on body weight, with Kairala there in bench press bronze, already ahead of the B group who have lifted earlier with 2 attempts left in hand. Chloe Tang from Singapore, 72.5 kilos. Still seems very easy for Chloe. Good lift, 3 white lights. Similar story to her squats though as well. Her opener and her second both barely registered, and her third on squat at least still moved really nicely. No, sorry, her third she didn't get, it got taken by the spotters. But her first and her second looked very easy. Nicole Spinney from Italy, 82.5, opting for the minimum jump here, which makes sense with how she's been entering the platform. Looks to be in a bit of pain, just looking to rack up the kilos she can. And it's expected a super comfortable bench press in terms of speed. I'm wondering if it's more worth letting her rest a little bit instead of taking that third bench for an extra couple kilos. But her coach will know better than I do. Giulia Grecci, 85 kilos, a 5 kilo jump. Slows down a bit, but it still looks good.
It's a good lift.
3 white lights.
New personal best. Michelle Ferraro from Mexico. Fire slowly for you. Let's go.
95 kilos for Michelle Guerrero from Mexico. Three kilos below her personal best and Mexican national record. Looking to rack up all the kilos she can, as Baxter has an advantage on bench press, where Guerrero has an advantage on deadlift. Still looking really easy and a good lift.
100 kilos for Helena Dichter, Germany. Rise loading.
100 kilos in the bar for Helena Mariella Decker from Germany to match her personal best. This would leave her just 5 kilos behind of Corella heading into third attempts should she make this. And of course, if Corella misses and Decker makes it, they will be even heading into deadlift, into third round bench, sorry, with Corella slightly lighter. And it's moving well. 3 white lights, a good lift.
105 kilos for Troya.
That was a really nice second attempt.
Rise loading.
A couple more kilos in there, I reckon, to build into her deadlifts. Now, Joya Kairala from Lebanon, 105 kilos to move from bench press bronze into gold for the time being, with Baxter and Olin to follow.
Personal best, Troya. Yalla.
It looks good. We know she can grind. 3 white lights, a good lift.
For Troya. Congratulations. And then Caitlin Baxter.
That moves Joya into bench press gold for the time being, with Baxter and Olin to follow. Caitlin Baxter now from Great Britain, 107.5 kilos to match her personal best and move her back into bench press gold from bronze, ahead of Kairala. Slowed down a little bit there, but still moved well. 3 white lights. I think perhaps 110 for her third.
Only from Sweden, cars loading. 110 kilos.
Our final second attempt for bench press for the 57 kilo juniors. Emily Olin from Sweden jumped 7.5 kilos to 110 to move from bench press bronze into gold, heading in the third round. And still, it's very comfortable for her. 3 white lights, a good lift. Moves into bench press gold. And I think actually with that second attempt, she has secured the gold. Baxter goes to 110 as suspected for her third, but weighs heavier, so already Olin has that gold. Chloe Tang for her third attempt goes to 77.5. 5 kilo jump for a 2.5 kilo personal best. And again, super comfortable. Plenty left in the tank for Tang.
Excuse me. Easy. Third attempt. Then we have Nicola Spini, Italy. 45 kilos, bars loaded. Mikey Nicolette.
85 kilos in the bar for Nicole Spini from Italy. Still seems to be in pain, but looking for those extra couple kilos. Seems that benching isn't causing too much of an issue, just getting up and down from the bench. Three white lights, a good lift.
Easy. That's the third attempt. Good shot. Julia, let's see. From Italy. 87.5 kilos for Julia. And bars loaded.
Giulia Grecci from Italy, 87.5 kilos. 2.5 kilo jump for a new personal best. Oh, what a fight from Grecci. Can she lock out her left arm? No, unfortunately. The right arm was willing, but the left arm was not.
2 attempts, time against the opener for second group. 2 attempts, time against the opener.
5 bench presses remaining before we conclude the 57 kilo bench and move on to the 66 kilo men. 100 kilos on the bar for Michelle Gurado from Mexico. To give her 5 extra kilos on her total and to hit a big milestone bench of 100 kilos. The last 5 benches, all 100 kilos and above. Perfect call there from Team Mexico. A good lift, 3 white lights. And those extra 5 kilos are going to really come in handy when her and Baxter fight it out for the podium position. But I'm not counting Olin out either yet. 102.5 kilos for Helena Mariela Decker. What a grind from Helena. 3 white lights, a good lift. Surprised herself there. And she is not going down without a fight. The current reigning junior world champion. Looking to defend that crown from Kyrella. 107.5 kilos now for Joya Kyrella from Lebanon. 2.5 kilo jump, and this will move her from bench press bronze into silver. Currently held by Caitlin Baxter from Great Britain, who took this at a heavier body weight. There's the grind we knew she had. 3 white lights, a good lift.
New personal best also for Australia. Well done. Keeping Baxter on the 10 kilos. Bar is loaded. Cylinder attempt. Australia.
Our penultimate bench press, Caitlin Baxter from Great Britain, 110 kilos to move from bench press bronze into silver, ahead of Joya Carella, and for a new personal best. What a phenomenal third there from Caitlin. 3 white lights, a good lift, and moves into bench press silver.
On this bench competition. Bar is loaded.
And moved about the same as her second, I would say. Our final bench press from the 57 kilo women. Already in bench press gold, Emily Olin from Sweden, 115 kilos. I said don't count her out, and she is trying to climb up the table to also put her name in the hat for a podium position.
Germany.
Wow. Absolutely incredible, and I think she could load what she wanted on there if she wanted bench press gold, and I think that's what she was chasing.
Very easy.
3 white lights, a good lift.
120. 120. Rack height 4.
And a summary before we head into the 66 kilo men. Joya Karala from Lebanon with bench press bronze, 107.5 kilos. In bench press silver, Caitlin Baxter from Great Britain with 110 kilos. And with bench press gold, Emily Olin from Sweden with 115 kilos. We move now into the men's 66 kilo juniors. Kicking us off, we have Tuan Hien Tran from Canada, 120 kilos. I think the theme that we will see is a lot of the good deadlifters coming out pretty early for bench. Opening on his bench press PB. That looked fairly comfortable for him. 3 white lights. Ryuichiro Kubota from Japan, opening on 127.5 kilos, 2.5 kilos above his personal best. That is a good lift.
30 kilos for Leoluca, Bussese, and Boris Lodi. Leoluca from France.
130 kilos for Leoluca Brutsese from France. Just telling the spotter there how he would like his handout given. A little slow for an opener, but 3 white lights, a good lift. And his face coming off the platform tells me that he thought the same as I did. A little slower than he would have wanted. Austin Nikolai from the United States, opening on 132.5 kilos, ended his squat session with a new junior world squat record of 257.5, extending it by 4 kilos. Lovely easy opener there for Austin. And a good lift. And his current total and prognosis, without his second or third bench or deadlift accounted for, is 680 kilos. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw him gunning for that open world record total. 132.5 kilos for Benedict Grant of Great Britain. Opening 7.5 kilos below his personal best. And just like his squat, very technically good. 3 white lights. Bar is loaded for Samuel Kwan from Singapore, 135 kilos. Quite a conservative opener. His bench press PB is 152.5. Three white lights, a good lift.
Comes next with 137.5 kilos opener, loading.
137.5 kilos for Diego Barquin from Uruguay. Opening 5 kilos below his personal best, this opener will already catapult him into bench press bronze. Lovely. 3 white lights, a good lift. Our heaviest opener of the flight, 152.5 kilos for Tristan Ho from Singapore. This catapults him into bench press gold. He really makes up ground here in bench press to build a big total. A real contender for that podium overall. 3 white lights, a good lift. Very easy opener for Ho. That concludes our opening attempts, with Ho from Singapore leading with 152.5 kilos, followed by the B group, Ebrath from Israel currently, and Namoto in Japan in bronze, subject to change as each lifter of the A flight still have 2 attempts left. Tuan Hien Tran from Canada, 127.5 kilos. Three white lights, a good lift.
This is personal best with 7.5 kilos. Congratulations. Ruichiro Fukuoka from Japan. Bar is loaded for you. Welcome.
Ryuichiro Kubota from Japan, 135 kilos, a 7.5 kilo jump. Trying to stay ahead of Ho on total. And that is a nice second attempt and a good lift.
Also his personal best. Congratulations. Same grade for Princess from France. Bar is loaded.
Leo Luca Bruzzese from France jumps 5 kilos to 135, leaving him just 2.5 kilos below his bench press PB. Oh, it is a fight, but manages to lock his arms out. It is a good lift. I think he's indicating to his coach that his back's cramping a little bit. So finding bench a little harder than I think he'd want to. Austin Nikolai from the United States jumps 7.5 kilos to 140. Three white lights, a good lift. Now on prognosis, that gives him a 687.5 total. The open record currently stands at 710.5, held by Kasim San from Thailand, who got that just a couple months ago. And the junior record stands at 688, so he's already going to surpass that, I think, during his bench press. Benedict Grant from Great Britain, 140 kilos, 7.5 kilo jump. This is matching his personal best.
Let's go, Ben.
Still moving smoothly, and it is a good lift. I've just seen that Bruzzese from France has scratched his third attempt. Feeling like the 135 was all he was going to get out of today. No need to waste any more energy. 142.5 kilos for Samuel Kwan from Singapore. move him into bench press bronze. Very comfortable looking second for Samuel. 3 white lights, a good lift, and I think he's in a great position to walk away with the bench press medal. Depending how Barquin's second moves, it would likely be a bronze though. Diego Barquin from Uruguay, 145 kilos. Moves him into bench press bronze for the time being, ahead of Kwan. I'm wondering if he got the press command there. No, I don't think he did get the press command. It's another reason why in your prep for a competition it's important to get people to give you the command so you get used to hearing it. Tristan Ho from Singapore, 160 kilos. Already your gold medalist in bench press with his opener. He's add 7.5 kilos on his total should he make this. Three white lights, that is a good lift. And we head straight into our third round of bench press. Ho leading with 160 kilos. Still currently in silver, we have Epirath from Israel. Now Samuel Kwan sitting in bronze. Tuan Hien Tren from Canada, 130 kilos. A 2.5 kilo jump for Tran.
Let's go, Tran. Personal best, come on.
Big push there. Wow, great effort from Tran. It's a yellow from the far side referee. I'm wondering if that was a lift of sorts or he thought he jumped the command. Have a look from the side. Oh yeah, you can see some lifting there. And unfortunately the jury has overruled that to a no lift for Tran. Ryuichiro Kubota from Japan, 140 kilos, a 5 kilo jump. Looking for those 5 extra kilos in his total heading into deadlift. Currently in silver on prognosis, with Ho just behind by 5 kilos. So these 5 kilos are going to be crucial. And now if Ho gets his final bench, it puts them neck and neck heading into deadlifts. And Kubota is weighing 66 kilos on the dot, so Ho has the advantage there on body weight. So it's going to be really, really close between the two of them for silver. Benedict Grant from Great Britain, 142.5 kilos to move into bronze for the time being on bench press, with Nikolai, Kwan and Barquin to follow. Perfect last attempt there from Grant. Good call from the coaching team. 3 white lights, a good lift.
Third place and takes this competition, but of course, this is following him. Austin Nikolai, 145.
Austin Nikolai from the United States, 145 kilos to pull him into bench press bronze for the time being. Should he get this with his opening deadlift, he will break the junior world total record by quite a few kilos with 692.5. As I said, I think he's shooting beyond that for the open total of 710.5. Fantastic third attempt for Austin and a good lift. Moves into bronze place for bench and is building a big total.
Third place in this bench competition, and then there is Diego Barguin, Uruguay. Bar is loaded, 147.5 kilos for Diego.
Diego Barquin from Uruguay. Missed 145 on his second, has gone up 2.5 kilos in an attempt to get bench press bronze. But more importantly, get those extra kilos to try and push for that podium position ahead of Kubota and Ho. It's a little way off now, but weirder things have happened. That is a huge fight from Diego. And a good lift, the risk pays off. Walks away with bench press bronze, a little far away from the podium right now. But sets himself up for a big total. Samuel Kwan from Singapore. This will take him from ranked 6th in bench press to silver. So a big leap up the scoreboard should he make this. A 7.5 kilo jump. 2.5 kilos below his personal best. Went up in 3 installments, but it went up. 3 white lights, a good lift. And Samuel Kwan moves into silver position on bench press. Our final bench press of the session, 165 kilos for Tristan Ho. This puts him neck and neck with Kubota heading into deadlifts, where Kubota has the advantage. Every kilo is going to count here. Big fight from Tristan. He keeps it moving. Oh my goodness. Locks it out. I don't think it did dip. 2-1, a good lift. The center referee seems to think it did, so let's have a quick look. My eyes are on the jury. And the jury has overruled that to a no lift, unfortunately, which puts him 5 kilos behind heading into deadlifts, which is going to be hard to catch up as he does not have the advantage. Before we head into our break, from the B group, Ebrath from Israel, 147.5 kilos in bench press bronze. Samuel Kwan from Singapore in silver with 150 kilos, and also from Singapore, Tristan Ho with bench press gold with 160. We're going to head into a 10-minute break now before heading into deadlifts to find out who walks away 57 kilo and 66 kilo junior world champion. See you shortly. Hello and welcome back to the 2024 IPF World Junior Powerlifting Championships here in St. Paul's Bay, Malta. I'm Amelia Potter and we have the 57 kilo and 66 kilo juniors for you this evening. A quick look at the 57 kilo totals as we head in. Currently, of course, we have the B group already have secured their totals, but if we look at the subtotals, Baxter currently leading, followed by Olin and Decker, Carrera just behind, but that is subject to change with a lot of the deadlifts coming in. Kicking us off, we have Nicole Spini from Italy, 100 kilos, yeah, and I think she's had some issues here. I imagine we'll see her take 100 and then probably X out her second and third attempt. 3 white lights, a good lift. Yeah, and with that reaction, I think she's done for the day. Well done to her for coming out and securing that total.
Low tag from Singapore. Comes next with 152.5 kilos. Bars loaded.
152.5 kilos for Chloe Tang from Singapore. Lovely, easy open there. 2 to 1, a good lift. Gets a red for insufficient lockout. I'm wondering if that's for her knees. It looked okay to me, but I did at first think they were a little bit soft. No, she looks fine. Emily Olin from Sweden, 157.5 kilos, fighting for a podium position. Only 15 kilos separates first and fourth.
And it's a good lift.
3 white lights, a good lift.
Baxter comes next. 160 kilos. Bars loaded. Baxter from Great Britain.
Caitlin Baxter from Great Britain, 160 kilos to secure her total, fighting for that bronze medal overall. Just 10 kilos below her best. Strong looking opener, 3 white lights, a good lift.
From Germany. 22.5. Is her opening attempt.
Helena Mariella Decker from Germany, 172.5 kilos. Fighting for that world title to retain it. It'll be a big battle between her and Carella. Not counting out Olin and Baxter, but it seems to be a 2-horse race currently. 172.5 kilos to secure that total.
Auf geht's.
A little speed wobble at the top there, but managed to keep the bar from going down. 3 white lights.
Michelle Tirado from Mexico. 172.5 kilos. As her opener, bars loaded.
Michelle Guirado from Mexico, 172.5 kilos. I believe was nominated in silver Seems to be a little way off the podium now. Nice snappy lockout and a good lift. Giulia Grecci from Italy, 175 kilos. That looks really strong. 3 white lights, a good lift. Our heaviest deadlift open now for Joya Kairala from Lebanon, newly in the 57 kilo class and already a big contender for the world title. 180 kilos, 3.5 below her personal best. It is hard off the ground. Oh my goodness, this is not how you want an opener to move. 3 white lights, a good lift. And I'm not sure if she's got 2 more grinds like that in her. The weight's only going to go up, but I could be proven wrong. And that concludes our deadlift openers. Currently led by Kairala from Lebanon with 180. From the B group, Alonso Vasquez in silver on the same weight, but a higher body weight, and Grecci from Italy currently in bronze. Now, on totals overall, you can see currently Kairala leading with a harder deadlift opener than Decker, who's in silver, 5 kilos behind. And then 5 kilos behind that, we have Baxter, followed by Olin. It is anybody's game here. And we'll continue to look at the scoreboard. And Nicole Spinney, I believe, is not coming out. She's letting the clock time down, as is the sportsmanlike thing to do. It's quite a short flight of 8 and things move quickly, particularly in deadlifts. So as I said, it is so close. I just want to take a moment to thank our sponsors Eleiko and SPD. Without them, none of this would be possible. Throughout the week, obviously you see the Eleiko equipment on the platform, but as well as that, on the athletes you'll see a lot of the SPD gear, knee sleeves, wrist straps, belts, singlets. And with that, we will prepare the bar for our next lifter, who will be Chloe Tang from Singapore, who jumps 12.5 kilos from her opener to 165 kilos. Just like her squat and her bench, her opener was very easy. Secured her total and looks to build upon that now. Little stickier towards lockout there, but still moving really well. 2 to 1, a good lift. A 7.5 kilo jump for Caitlin Baxter from Great Britain to 167.5 kilos. Not just fighting for podium, but pushing for silver now. She is the heaviest in the flight, weighing in at 57 on the dot, so she's going to need the extra kilos on top of her competitors. I'm wondering if she got the down command in time. No, unfortunately not. Not a good sign for Baxter there. Let's have a look at that again. Looked really strong until the lockout, which typically is the case with conventional. I'm not sure I saw the blues, but the yellow, I understand. 167.5 kilos for Emily Olin from Sweden, looking to do a similar thing, moving into silver overall for the time being with this deadlift. And that was a very comfortable deadlift for Olin. 3 white lights, a good lift. And it really is so close at the top right now. A 2.5 kilo jump for Joya Kairala from Lebanon, the smallest jump you can make. This leaves her just 1 kilo below her deadlift PB. This will keep her in gold for the time being, but not many places you can go if this is her top end, especially with Deca looking like she's got a few more kilos in the tank. Unfortunately can't break the ground, and I think she might be done here on deadlifts, which means if Deca gets her second attempt, she will move ahead and stay ahead, I imagine, with Karela. We won't have to wait for long to find out if that will be the case. Helena Mariella Deca of Germany now, 182.5 kilos, a 10 kilo jump to move from bronze overall into gold overall, heading into third attempts. And it looks good. 3 white lights, a good lift. And she is that much closer to keeping the crown on her head. Michelle Guirado from Mexico, 182.5 kilos. A nice second attempt there. 3 white lights, a good lift. Still looks like she has some kilos in the tank, so I'm not going to count her out for the podium quite yet. Giulia Grecci from Italy, 187.5 kilos. Moves her into deadlift gold heading into the third round. Wow, that is a phenomenal deadlift from Grecci. 3 white lights, a good lift, and she's not done yet. That concludes our second round of deadlifts. Deca in bronze currently, Guirado in silver, and Grecci leading. But more importantly, if we have a look at the totals here, Deca in the lead by 5 kilos. Karela was not able to move her second deadlift from the ground. Olin just 5 kilos behind Karela, so pushing for that silver, and it looks like potentially the gold based on Deca's last deadlift. Guirado just off the podium, but will continue to push for it, I'm sure. And Baxter not so far behind. Still a battle all the way until the end. We won't have to wait too long to find out. If everybody gets their last deadlift in, it will stand at Deca world champion Carella in silver and Girardo in bronze on body weight. But that is subject to change at this level, pushing each other this hard. I can't imagine everybody is going to make that final deadlift. But if they do, it will be quite the exciting ride for us. We are timing out. Spinny, again, just giving the extra minute to her competitors and to her teammate. Caitlin Baxter from Great Britain missed 167 on her second. She got blues and yellows. Didn't quite get the down command before it slipped. Adding 5 kilos to it in a hope to pull herself onto the podium. It will take her into silver overall for the time being, ahead of Carella. And I think it's safe to say Carella does not have that third deadlift in her. We'll have to wait and see. For now, Caitlin Baxter from Great Britain, 172.5 kilos, more than she has ever deadlifted before, to pull her into silver overall for the time being. She gets it moving. Can she look it out though? She is trying, and there it is. 3 white lights for Caitlin Baxter. And she's put herself in a phenomenal position to end up on the podium. Currently sitting in silver. What an end. And after that second deadlift as well, well done to her. I told you it would be exciting all the way until the end. I do not know who is going to be on that podium. 172.5 kilos for Chloe Tang. A lovely end to the day for Chloe. Oh, unfortunately, 2-1 no lift gets blues. Have a look at that in the replay. I didn't see the bar dip, so I'm assuming they were talking about assisting with the legs, but I think it just bounced against her thighs. I don't think she was assisting, but the jury are sticking with the decision. Emily Olin from Sweden now has dropped her third attempt in an attempt to match Caitlin Baxter, to knock her down to bronze out of silver. 175 kilos, a 7.5 kilo jump from her second. 3 red plates aside, more than she's ever deadlifted before in an attempt for silver. Did she get the down command? She did. 3 white lights, a good lift. Matches Caitlin Baxter's total at a lighter body weight, so moves ahead of her into silver. Knocks Caitlin down into bronze overall. But they are not safe yet. There are still 2 lifters attempting to get back onto the podium. The first of which is Joya Carella. Could not move it from the floor on her second. Was a favorite to win all the way through until deadlifts. She's looking to also match Caitlin Baxter's total, again at a lighter body weight. So if she manages to break this and lock it out, she will knock Caitlin Baxter off of the podium and move into bronze overall. She couldn't shift it from the floor the first time. Can she find it now? No, unfortunately not. And now only 1 lifter left to try and push Baxter off of the podium and take the silver from Olin. But we'll have to wait and see for that. Quite the surprise to see Joya off of the podium. Like I said, she was a favorite all the way through.
She's the winner already. This is for silver medal in deadlift and bar is loaded.
And now, unless we see a change from Guirado going for the gold,
Germany.
Helena Mariella Decker will likely be your 57 kilo world champion in the juniors. 185 kilos to move into deadlift silver, but more importantly, secure that world title and keep it away from Guirado. If she misses this, Guirado can up her third attempt by 2.5 kilos to match her total at a lighter body weight. And there it is. 3 white lights, a good lift. Is Mexico going to go for gold or are they going to go for silver? That is the question. They would have to go for 197.5 in order to match Decker. And I think they've decided on the silver. And I can't blame her, it's more than she's ever deadlifted before. Michelle Guirado from Mexico. This will move her into deadlift gold for the time being from bronze, but more importantly will move her off of the podium overall into silver where she was nominated. 192.5 kilos, a 10 kilo jump from her second. All or nothing, silver or bust.
It's yours.
It is still moving. Look at the grit from Guirado. Oh my goodness. Unfortunately, not there today for Michelle, but what an effort. And that means your podium is your world champion, Decker, Olin from Sweden sweeping in silver, and just heavier in body weight, Caitlin Baxter. But we are not done yet. We have one huge deadlift left. Already has your deadlift gold, looking for a huge milestone of 200 kilos. Giulia Grecci from Italy. And her bar is loaded, 200 kilos, a huge milestone. Already has deadlift gold, looking for 200 kilos, breaks the floor. Look at that, oh, so close. Not there, unfortunately, but still walks away with deadlift gold. Let's have a look at that again. How close was she? Just loses grip before locking out. And before we head through to the 66 kilo men, your bronze medalist in deadlift is Michelle Guirado from Mexico with 182.5 kilos. Decker in silver with 185, and in gold, Giulia Grecci from Italy with 187.5. And your podium overall, Caitlin Baxter from Great Britain with a total of 447.5 kilos. Just beating her on body weight, Emily Olin from Sweden with the same total but lighter, and your new junior world champion, Helena Mariella Decker, with a total of 452.5, and it was close all the way until the end. We head into the 66 kilo juniors now. And we will have a fight for silver place between Ho and Kumbota and Barquin, as we expected. Bar is loaded for Benedict Grant of Great Britain, 235 kilos. Has a PB of 262.5, so maybe we'll see some big jumps here. And I won't count him out for the podium just yet as a result of that. And that is a good lift, 3 white lights.
240 kilos. Let's open up bars. Loading.
240 kilos for Samuel Kwan of Singapore. I'm wondering if that wobble will at the top. Yeah, unfortunately, a bit of a wobble at the top there, so it gets called for downwards movement. Took a long time to get to the bar, and maybe that threw him off a little bit. 240 kilos for Diego Barquin from Uruguay, opening on his personal best. Yeah, big fight for the podium here in the 66s as well as it was in the 57s. Gold seems a little bit more clear cut, but silver and bronze is anyone's game. 240 kilos for Diego Barquin, one of the lifters in contention for podium. And that is a good lift. $245 kilos for Tristan Ho, fighting for that silver medal overall. Lighter than Kubota, currently matched on total should they both make their openers. Bit of turbulence on the way up, but still looked very strong. A good lift. $260 kilos for Gianluca Brusette from France. $17.5 kilos below his personal best. 3 white lights, a good lift. $275 kilos for Ryuichiro Kubota from Japan, opening 7.5 kilos above his personal best. Fighting for that silver medal position with Ho. Has the advantage of a heavier deadlift, so maybe can make bigger jumps. And at the very least has the foresight to what Ho is putting on the bar. Made the extra effort there to make sure the referees knew he was locked out. Very comfortable looking opening attempt for Kubota. Our penultimate opener now, belonging to Tuan Hien Tran from Canada. As expected, a big opening attempt here, 275 kilos. This is an enormous deadlift for a 66 kilo lifter in the open, let alone in the juniors. I believe the world record actually belongs to him in the opens. But I'll have to check that. See how 275 moves. It looks smooth. 3 white lights, a good lift. Yeah, and that world record does belong to him. Our final opener now, and as I alluded to before, opening on 290 kilos, 17.5 kilos below the World Open deadlift record, already opening with a World Junior total record. Extending it by 4.5 kilos with his opening deadlift. Three white lights, a good lift. And I think the open record might be in danger, both on deadlift and on total. He is making his name known. That concludes our opening attempts, with Nikolai leading on deadlifts with 290 and followed by Tran and Kubota, only separated by bodyweight with 275. Samuel Kwan, without a deadlift on the board, needs this to secure a total. Just had a little bit of a speed wobble at the top. Seems to have a bit of a pre-deadlift ritual here. Seems to hold balance this time, and it is a good lift.
Comes next with 250 kilos, arms loading.
A 15 kilo jump for Benedict Grant from Great Britain to 250. This will move him into 4th overall for the time being. Doing his best to sneak up on Kubota and Ho. Three white lights, a good lift. Grant doing his best to pick up kilos, make lifts, and sneak up from behind in case anybody misses. 255 kilos for Tristan Ho from Singapore. This will keep him in silver overall. Oh, it's hard off the ground. Now, that really might open things up. If he can't pull that for his third, then Kubota can pull ahead. But not only that, so could Benedict Grant of Great Britain and potentially Barquin of Uruguay. So that has really opened things up. We're going to have to see how 2:55 moves for Diego Barquin from Uruguay. Already opened on a personal best. This is to extend that by 15 kilos. Another lifter waiting for those above him to make a mistake.
Personal best attempt. In big jump. Vamos, fuerte.
All right, okay, another one of the top contenders for podium missing their second attempt. Like I said, when Benedict was lifting, it's going to be about who can just pick up the kilos and make the lifts, and that's what Grant is doing really, really well. We're going to have to see how it turns out on third attempts. For now, we have Luca Bruzzese from France jumping 15 kilos to 275. And if this moves well, I'm sure he'll be trying to take a stab at that podium as well. Although I can't see him in the tunnel. I'm wondering if there was a mistiming here. Now, I'm hoping that is not a mistake from Team France, because missing this could cost him the opportunity to get on that podium, unless they're just letting it time out, which could absolutely be the case. Maybe give him more time, or if he feels like he's done, we'll just have to wait and see. And the clock times out for Team France as the bar is loaded for Team Japan, Ryuichiro Kubota. I'm very curious to know what happened there. Ryuichiro Kubota from Japan, 282.5 kilos, a 7.5 kilo jump. And although heavier than Ho missing that second attempt would have really hurt him. So this will move Kubota into total silver ahead of Ho. And it looks good. We wait for the lights of the referees. 3 white lights, a good lift. Puts himself in a great position for his third attempt. Now, I've just seen that Team France have put the third attempt up by 20 kilos, so they must be there and waiting. You've got to think that 35 kilos is a big jump between his first and what will actually be his second, unless he's gone down to the warm-up room to take that. But knowing how far the warm-up room is from here, I would be surprised. Our penultimate second attempt now for Tuan Hien Tran from Canada, 290 kilos, the current world record holder in deadlift. $15-kilo jump from his opener. And I imagine perhaps he wanted to shoot for that record on his third and pace himself, but it looks like somebody else has beat him to it on their second. First though, 290 for Tran. Unfortunately, yeah, just wasn't quite locked out there. I was a little bit worried about that. Have a look at that on the replay. I was personally watching his knees, but didn't see if his shoulders weren't knocked out either. Yeah, I think it was his knees that were soft there. Now, Austin Nikolai, as expected, going for 308.5, 18.5 kilo jump. He doesn't care about the junior deadlift record or the open deadlift record. He wants the open total record that was just broken in Lithuania by Kasim Sands from Thailand. 308.5. It is a big jump from his opener, but it was very easy. This would give him the open deadlift record as well as the world open total record on his second attempt, 711 kilos. 308.5 for Austin Nikolai of the United States. 21 years old. And I think the 18.5 kilo jump was just maybe a little too much. Perhaps going to 300, then 308.5 would have been the move. But hindsight is 2020. He has another shot of that on his third. He won't be caught overall for that world title. And I don't think he'll. So up, yeah, 308.5 again, looking for that total record. I wonder how he would have done if he did go for 300 on his second and then push for it on his third. As you can see here, he won't be caught on total, perhaps for deadlift gold if he misses again. No, it looks like there's just a fight for silver here, and it's going to be who is able to make the lifts. 255 kilos for Tristan Ho from Singapore. Missed it on a second. This will pull him into silver overall from bronze for the time being. Ahead of Kubota.
Let's go, man. It's yours.
Gets it moving. Unfortunately, just not there today. Sits in bronze for the time being. But that position is not safe yet. With Brutsese and Grant potentially going for that. Samuel Kwan from Singapore. Missed his opener, a bit of a speed wobble at the top, got it on his second, is now jumping 17.5 kilos to 257.5 for his third and final attempt. This is a big jump. Three white lights, a good lift.
Congratulations. Good job today. Diego Bargin.
Just 6 lifts remaining, and it's going to be a fight until the end to find out who is going to end up where on the podium. We know where gold belongs, but silver and bronze is unknown right now. Diego Barkin from Uruguay, 257.5 kilos, missed 255, but this is in an attempt to pull him into bronze overall. Ahead of Ho on body weight. No, unfortunately, just too much for him today, but a phenomenal lifter.
Benedict Grant from Great Britain, 262.5 kilos for Benedict. This is a silver medal attempt on total for Grant.
Benedict Grant from Great Britain seems in good spirits. 262.5 kilos to match his deadlift PB, a 12.5 kilo jump. This pulls him from off of the podium into silver for the time being. This is matching Kubota's current total at a lighter body weight. Only Kubota and Bruzzese to threaten if Grant makes this. Breaks the ground, and he is so consistent. Oh, what a shame. I don't think he made it to the down command. And I thought he'd got it, but with that he ends off of the podium, and we've had an attempt change come in for Bruzzese, who has dropped his third attempt in an attempt to push for that bronze position. Currently held by Ho. Nobody, however, is threatening Ryuichiro Kubota of Japan, your silver medalist. 287.5 kilos. 5 kilo jump for his final attempt.
Personal best attempt.
And there it is. Oh, I don't think he got the down command, unfortunately, similar to Grant. But he is your silver medalist, so doesn't lose out anything by missing that final attempt. 3 lifts remaining. Team France now here after not coming out for their second attempt. Luca Bruzzese from France. 287.5 kilos, an attempt for deadlift silver, but more importantly to pull him from 6th rank into bronze position overall ahead of Ho. It is all or nothing for Leo. So far, only one 66 kilo lifter from both flights have made the third attempt. Can Leo do it for the bronze medal? No, unfortunately, it was just too much, and I'm not sure skipping out on that second attempt was a very smart decision. It is a lot of weight to jump. And he is devastated.
2 attempts to go in this evening competition. It's been an exciting both
2 deadlifts left, and what a session it's been. Tuan Hien Tran, the current world record holder in the deadlift, missed 290 on his second, going for 292.5 on his third in an attempt to get deadlift gold ahead of Nikolai. Has at the very least already secured deadlift bronze.
You have done this before. You can do it.
One last pull of the day. He holds the heaviest deadlift a 66 kilo lifter has ever done in any weight class. It's a weight he's done before. Can he do it today for the deadlift gold? Is it locked out? Tantalizing weight now for that final referee light. 2-1, a good lift. Moves into deadlift gold. We have one deadlift remaining. Austin Nikolai of the United States, 308.5. As I said on his second, this is for the World Open deadlift and total record. Missed it on what looked like strength on his second. Already your 66 kilo junior world champion. He wants to be the best in the world in any age category though. This will move him back into deadlift gold, but as I said, he will take the World Open total record from Kasamsan, Thailand, who I believe is here watching. 308.5 kilos. Can he get it moving this time round? It was a big jump from his opener. Austin Nikolai of the United States. No, unfortunately, it is too much today. He still walks away your 66 kilo junior world champion with a new junior total record as well. And that concludes an extremely exciting session for both the women and the men. Kubota from Japan walking away with deadlift bronze with 282.5. In silver, Austin Nikolai from the United States with 290. And the current open deadlift record holder, Tran, walking away with deadlift gold. And overall, in bronze, we have Tristan Ho from Singapore. In silver, we have Kubota from Japan. And your new 66 kilo junior world champion, Austin Nikolai from the United States. We're going to be heading immediately into the medal ceremony for the 57 kilo women and the 66 kilo men. So don't go anywhere and we will join you there.
Mr. Sultani Farsi. From Iran, Asian Powerlifting Federation President. And Mr. Robert Keller from USA, Secretary General IPF. And first participation medals to every lifter as a memory and as a thank you of being here in Malta 2024 Classic Powerlifting World Championships. Medals are very beautifully designed. It's a nice memory. So we will start with the squat medals. And the bronze medal on squat goes to Emily Olin from Sweden. With the best attempt of 157.5 kilos. Silver medal in squat goes to Caitlin Baxter from Great Britain. 165 kilos best attempt. And the squat gold medal to Helena Decker from Germany. Also 165 kilos, but lighter on body weight. Big smiles, ladies. Thank you, ladies. We'll take the bench press medals next. And the bronze medal on bench press goes to Choya Haidala from Lebanon. With the best attempt of 107.5 kilos. And the silver medal on bench press goes to Caitlin Baxter from Great Britain. With 110 kilos best attempt. And the bench press gold medal goes to Emily Olin from Sweden. With the best attempt of 115 kilos. Big smiles, ladies. It's your time to shine. Thank you, ladies. Then we go to deadlift medals. And the bronze medal on deadlift goes to Michelle Girado from Mexico. The best attempt of 182.5 kilos. And the deadlift silver medal to Helena Decker from Germany. With 185 kilos best attempt. Deadlift gold medal goes to Giulia Prezzi from Italy. The best attempt of 187.5 kilos. Very even fight for these ladies. Thank you, ladies. We have medals on total. Today, the bronze medalist is Caitlin Baxter from Great Britain with a total of 447.5 kilos. And the silver medalist is Emily Olin from Sweden. It's a total champion 2024 is Helena Decker from Germany. 452 kilos total. Please, ladies and gentlemen, stand up for national anthem of Germany. Girls Championships of Classic Powerlifting. You were so good. I hope to see you all back. below category. Young, strong lifters. And first, the participation medals. I'm Mr. Farsit Sultani, Iran, President of Asian Powerlifting Federation, and Mr. Robert Killer, USA, IPF Secretary General. First participation medals. Nice memory of being here Malta 2024 World Championships of Massive Powerlifting. And we start with squat medals. And the bronze medal in squat goes to Diego Barquin from Uruguay. And the best attempt of 235 kilos. Squat silver medal goes to Benedict from Great Britain. The best attempt of 242.5 kilos. And the squat gold medal goes to Austin Nikolai from USA. At the best attempt, 257.5 kilos. Thank you, gentlemen. And we have the medals for bench press. And the bronze medal on bench press goes to Yuval Evra from Israel. With 147.5 kilos, best attempt. Silver medal on bench press to Samuel Khan from Singapore. With 150 kilos, best attempt. The bench press gold medal to Tristan Ho from Singapore. The best attempt of 160 kilos. Next milestone. Thank you, gentlemen. Then we have the deadlift medals, and bronze medal on deadlift goes to Chiro Kubota from Japan. With 282.5 kilos best attempt. And deadlift silver medal to Austin Nikolai from USA. With 290 kilos best attempt. Deadlift gold medal goes to Tuan Hill from Canada. With 292.5 kilos best attempt. Thank you, gentlemen. Then we have the medals on total. Today, the bronze medalist is Tristan Ho from Singapore. A total of 640 kilos. And the silver medalist is Ryuichiro Kubota from Japan. A total of 647.5 kilos. And the gold medalist, world champion. Congratulations. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Coming here, Malta 2024 World Championship.